Hello, everyone. This is final part of chapter 4, finding N and I. N is actually T, or I is baby R. So number of periods and interest rate. So let's find the discount rate, interest rate first. To find implied interest rate means we have cash flows and calculate interest rate. That's called implied interest rate. You can rearrange the basic present value equation and solve for R. But I don't recommend to use this one because it is very complicated. Just simply use calculator. It resolves all the issues. So first one, you are looking at an investment that will pay $1,200 in 5 years if you invest $1,000 today. What is the implied rate of interest rate? Now, when you use calculator, you have to be very careful because now the direction of cash flow is much more important than present value or future value calculation. If you have same direction, you're not gonna get the answer. You're gonna get error code. So before putting numbers into the calculator, make sure that this is outflow or inflow. So for these questions, again, to use TVM function, second, clear TVM first, right? And then first one is N. N is what? N is 5 years. So 5N, right? Interest rate, we're gonna get it. The present value is, now you invest $1,000 today. You invest, which means cash is out because you pay it. So $1,000, you change to negative and present value. So 1,000 change it to negative and present values, right? PMT is simply 0. Only in chapter 4. Chapter 5, we'll get it. And then future value, now you will get 1,200 because investment will pay you. So it's inflow for you. So it's a positive 1,200 future value. So 1,200 and future value. And CPT compute this key. And what? Interest rate. I over Y usually takes a little more time, but you will get 3.714%. It's 3.71%. I mean, you can round up to the 2 decimal places. It's usually fine. So 3.71% is the answer. So that's the implied rate of interest. Next example, suppose you are offered an investment that will allow you to double your money in 6 years. You have $10,000 to invest. What is the implied rate of interest? Now you want to get your money doubled. You have $10,000 and in 6 years. So after 6 years, you will get $20,000. And you can use calculator. So again, second, clear TVM, and N equals 6, right? So 6N. Present value is, now you have $10,000. You invest, so it's negative, right? Present value, PMT 0 for this chapter. And finally, you want to double it. So you want to receive 20,000 inflow, you receive future value. You compute interest rate, then interest rate is 12.25%. That's the interest rate you should have. You will see this small icon again, Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. I include the Excel spreadsheet here, template here. So you can double click, then you will see this spreadsheet. Let's delete everything. Don't need it, right? Now, here n equal to 6, present value negative 10,000, PMT 0, and future value 20,000. And then when you compute interest rate, you have to have rate. And rate, and then the first one is n per, so number of periods. Second one is the PMT. The third one is the PV. Fourth one is FV. And you can just ignore type and guess here. You have 12%, I believe. If you increase number of decimals, 12.25%. That's the right answer, right? By the way, when you answer the question here for this class, I want you to show always 2 decimal places. So if it's dollar, then like $2.55, something like that. If it is interest rate percentage, it's like 12.25%. Okay. Okay, this is pop quiz. Suppose you have 1-year-old son and you want to provide 75,000 in 17 years towards his college education. You currently have 5,000 to invest. What interest rate you must you earn to have the 75,000 when you need it? So what you should have, you need to have 75,000. In 17 years, you have 5,000. What is the interest rate? Solve it. Okay, so let's use calculator. First, second, clear TVM, right? Right. And then the n is 17. Present value, you have the 5,000, but you have to invest, so that's negative because you invest outflow. Present value, PMT 0. Future value 75,000. And compute interest rate, then you have 17.27%. Fairly high, right? I mean, we have 5,000, $75,000 is being money from 5,000. You should make at least 17.27% all the time. That's very hard job, actually. Finding number of periods. So you want to purchase a new car and you are willing to pay $20,000. If you earn and invest at 10% per year, and you currently have $15,000, how long will it be before you have enough money to pay cash for the car? So you have 15,000, you make 10% interest, you're gonna get the $20,000. How many years you need to invest? So finding number of periods problem. I'm not going to show you the formula because formula is very complicated here, like it's low, I just want you to use calculator or Excel. So for calculator, again, easy, same as previous one. Second, clear TVM, that's the first step. And then, and it's the one that we want to know. Now, interest rate is 10%, so 10 and interest rate. Future present values, now you have $15,000. You have to invest to receive 20,000, right? So 15,000 and you invest and present value. And this is the plus minus sign. Sign changes. PMT equal to 0 for this chapter. And future value is now you want to get 20,000 so that you can pay to buy your car. So you want to receive 20,000 from your investment in the future. Compute N, then you should have N equal to 3.02 years. 3.02 years. So that's number of years. Don't answer 4 years. Answer 3.02 years. That's right answer. You can also double click the Excel spreadsheet. Then you will have this spreadsheet. So we have 10% interest. You have $15,000 invest, and you want to get $20,000. How long you want to have? So it's N per number of period. How many years you need? Starting from rate, interest rate. Second factor is the PMT. Third is present value. Fourth is the future value. And then you have this long but less decrease number of periods up to 2 decimal places. That's requirement to answer of the answer, 3.02 years. Always answer up to 2 decimal places. Round up, round down. Now last pop quiz. Suppose you want to buy some new furniture for your family room. You currently have $500 and the furniture you want costs 600 bucks. So you need to make $100 more, right? If you can earn 6%, how long will you have to wait if you don't add any additional money? So again, you can use calculator. First solve. Okay, good. So you got it, right? So we have calculator, first clear calculator, second clear TVM, and N is what? N equals to, oh, we need to get N, right? So, and then interest rate 6%, so 6 interest rate. The present value $500 should be negative, right? Because you have to invest PMT 0. And then future value 600. And compute N. Then N will be 3.13 years. Okay? So you need to wait 3.13 years to get the money you need. So chapter 4, fairly simple, but very important chapter because you need to fully understand the concept of time value of money first. And then you need to be familiar with using calculator. Excel is also fine, but I strongly recommend you to practice calculator. Okay, and finding a way to solve for like the future value, present value, and then interest rate and number of periods. All right, so that's the end of the chapter 4. Thank you for watching chapter 4, and see you in the next chapter. Goodbye.